Oh, don't mind me. I'm just trying to get a thumbnail shot. You've seen the title. This is yet another card show haul video. So last weekend I attended CardCon 3 down in Farnborough. It was actually my first time attending CardCon, and honestly, I had a really great time. Meeting a lot of new collectors and vendors that I haven't seen before, and also seeing a bunch of other friends I've always see down at card shows, and it was overall just a really fun time. The venue itself was really big. There was a lot of options, and there was so much space for just exploring, and a lot of vendors as well. So props to the CardCon team for organising the event. And definitely we'll be going to the next one, which I think will be next year. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's just get straight into the video and see what I picked up. Yes, I will be planning to do more content soon enough. Just been going to a lot of car shows recently, so I thought it makes good content just to showcase what I'm picking up. So, talking about that, what am I still picking up? Again, across the other card shows, it's the same sort of stuff. Tumbling trainers, if you watch the other two videos, you know exactly what I'm picking up. It's just mainly a lot of the times when I see good deals for these sort of cards, I'll pick them up. But I'm not always going to be jumping the gun, because sometimes, for example, I've mentioned in previous videos with like Japanese trainers and all that, or Japanese cards in general, it's sometimes just easier or cheaper to just pick them up online, on like Mercari, for example. But sometimes, as you will see with some of these pickups, you find some good deals. So this first card I'm going to show, I didn't actually pick up at the show. It was in the hotel before. I met someone called Max. So if you're watching this, it was great meeting you, mate. Had a great time walking around venue with you. Having a few drinks in the hotel beforehand, and the night before, so it was fun. And we settled on a deal for the Lacey SR from Stella Miracle. Yeah, I've been wanting to get all the Lacey cards just because I don't know, just really like how the cards look. Gotta get this out. But yeah, we settled on £7 for it, so quite happy to pick it up. Very minty as well, so hopefully I'll probably be sending it. But considering, well, as this video is going out, we've had no update regarding the US tariffs. So if they're properly in place and everything from like sending stuff to PSA is going to be increased in price because of these tariffs, then I might have to really consider my 100+ grading pile of cards I'm going to send. But yeah, so just a quick one to start the video off. Just a nice little trainer. But yeah, very nice. Anyway, moving on, some more trainers. These next cards, let me just kind of list up, because I have a list of I have a list of all the cards I've picked up and the prices and the vendors, so try and remember them this time around. Funny enough, this is the one vendor I don't remember. Everyone else I know the cards I got from, but heyo. So, yep, we have two cards. We have, as you can see again, we have the Lacey SAR from Terrestrial Festival. And then we have the Jasmine's Gaze from Supercharged Breaker. Yes, I believe that's the name. But yeah, I picked these up. We agreed on a deal for 30 for both of them. It was originally around 32, so I'm quite happy with that. Yep, I ended up pulling this Lacey card in English from my Prismatic Evolution opening from an ETB. But I really wanted to pick up the Japanese as well, because as you can see, that just texture just always hits. So much different with these cards. Yeah, stunning card. Really like the Polaroid kind of ordeal going on with these cards. Just don't want to pick up the other ones, to be honest. I don't care about the other one. Maybe Drayton, but besides that, I'm not looking to pick them up. I mean, if Drayton comes across quite cheap either at a show or in like a Mercari bundle, then I'll pick them up. But yeah, no, nice pick up there. And then the Jasmine's Gaze. Do you mind? If you can hear that bell, you might not be able to hear it. It's my dog. She's just behind me right now, actually. There she is. She's a good girl. Anyway, as we were saying, Jasmine's Gaze from Supercharged Breaker. This card, I mean, what was the price on this? I mean, obviously I did 30. I think it was like this one for like 22 or something like that. But yeah, like, texturing is very nice. Very nice card. She's eating a bloody sandwich. I picked up, if you remember my London Card Show video, I picked up the SR for a £5, I believe. So just complete the set. I do like Jasmine, and I think the SAR trainers I've been doing in Sun and Moon have been really Sun and Moon. What was I saying? Scarlet and Violet have been really nice. So yeah, like I said, I don't remember the vendor name, so I apologise, mate. But yeah, no, like great deal. It was fun conversation as well. Funny enough, I actually ended up getting VIP somehow got VIP. Yeah, I ended up picking this up during VIP hours. Yeah, I normally go general admission, and I actually booked general admission for this show, but Max, who I met in the hotel, he had a spare VIP ticket, so he generously gave me it. So I managed to get in an hour early. So these were picked up during like VIP hours or just before general got let in. And then one of the last cards I'll be showing, I picked up within 10 minutes. So sometimes VIP is worth doing just to get them early pickups, because some of the good deals are there before everyone else comes in. Anyways, so moving on, we got 3 cards here, which I'm really happy with this pickup. As I previously mentioned, I've been getting more into the EX era, and these 3 cards are cards that, you know, I think they look sick, to be honest. So we have, you can probably see the theme here, the Articuno EX Cracked Ice Secret Rare. Yes, Secret Rare from Leaf Green Fire Red. We have the Zapdos EX Cracked Ice Secret Rare from Leaf Green Fire Red. And you can probably guess what the last card is. We have the Moltres EX Secret Rare from Cracked Ice from Leaf Green Fire Red. So these 3 cards, they have been actually on my radar for a while. They're not Gem Mint 10 worthy. I mean, maybe on a very good day they do, but they're quite minty regardless. That is just a bit of spec on the grade fit. But yeah, I think the Articuno, after checking it at home, let me get the Articuno out. There is, if it would show up. Yeah, if you can see there on the Pokeball, it's a little mark. But besides that, the rest of the card is pretty minty besides like a few spots. But yeah, so I saw these, so I picked this up from the Waffle Stop. Great fellas. We met them in the hotel the night before as well, so first time actually meeting them. And we ended up settling on a deal for all 3. So we originally had these up for 35 each. We ended up doing a deal for my Latios Miracle Twin Rainbow Rare for Ace 10 and 40 quid, which I am pretty happy with because these cards are sick. Do I think they'll jump in 10? Like I said, probably not. I'm hoping maybe 9s. If they get 8s, then understandable. But I just thought, get all 3 because I think that was just a great deal. And then also, if getting sequential with PSA, even if they like 898 or something, for example, I might keep them in the PC just because I think that's just cool. But yeah, these cards are very sick. EX era is actually, yeah, these cards are so cool. There are so many EX cards I want to start picking up. But yeah, down the line indeed. I'm going to put these bad boys here. There we go. Right, so that was it from the raw cards. Moving on, we've got some slabbies. Do love my slabbies. The next card is a nice old PSA 10, following the trend of trying to pick up cheap PSA 10s. So we have the Professor Sada's Vitality Super Rare, or Secret Rare, in a Gem Mint 10. So yes, if you saw my, what was it? I think it was Kent Card Show video. I ended up picking up the Professor's Research Sada. I think it was Kent or London. I'll just pop it up here, whichever one it is. I picked that one up for 20 quid in a PSA 10. This one I picked up for 28. It was 30. Did a deal with ESO TCG. So shout out to you, mate. It's always met you at Kent, and then yeah, it's been great doing more deals with you. I know you've got what do you call it? You're doing your little event soon, Collectors Verse. So hope that all goes well. Hopefully I can attend, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, no. So PSA 10 Sada. I think this is just too cheap. 28 quid is ridiculous. I actually had one on my grading pile, but now that will go into the trainer binder that I have, and then just picked up the PSA 10. But yeah, yes, I do like Sada. That's why I got both of them now. I do have the SAR, the grade, in with PSA eventually. So yeah, cool. Again, it's just way too cheap. I feel like this card will go up down the line. I don't think it will go up tremendously, but 28 quid feels relatively cheap. Maybe it's just because it's Scarlet and Violet era and people are preferring the older characters, but yeah, it beats me. Right, moving on. We have a card which it should be fun to show on YouTube, but I can't remember why I did this. I just thought, why not? We have the it's a cheeky little Weiss card. You can probably guess who I did the deal with from previous videos, but we have the Bunny Girl Union SP from Weiss Schwarz Konosuba. I think it's the second set in PSA 10 with a very nice Rose GG. So if you didn't guess it, I did this deal with good old friend Kausha Collectibles. Always great seeing you, shows mate, always a fun time and always great to do deals with you. So this we ended up doing, so this was, we got it, well, valued at 300, went down to 250 on it, just for me. Oh, so chuffed. I ended up trading my Glitterpod PSA 10 Japanese SAR, Giratina Gold V-Star from Lost Origin. I had some Final Fantasy packs from the VIP goodie bag, which we chucked in and got $5 off, so we love to see it. Dipplin Master Ball from Prismatic Evolutions, and I think there might have been something else, I can't remember, but yeah. In the end, got down to 150, and then he was like, you know, offering the Rose GG, so we did 165 for the card in the Rose GG. So yeah, very happy with this. Very nice copy as well. Yeah, you know, that placement of the signature over the assets. Look, I'm not monetized yet, so hopefully this should be fine. But yeah, no, so very nice card. Oh, if I do say so myself, we're gonna put that on top of the Sada. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, no, so again, great deal, very happy with it. And yeah, so let's move on to the final card of the video. One of the cards which was actually one of my like chase pickups for the year. I went out and set myself a goal for like 3 Pokemon pickups I wanted for the year, and then 3 Weiss cards I wanted for the year. The Weiss might be a bit more tricky, especially since I'm just buying random stuff and stuff like that. But the Pokemon cards are going to be probably a bit easier, especially when you go to shows, because Weiss is so, in the UK, Weiss is so hard to find in the UK, also it's just hard to move in general. So that's why a lot of vendors don't really pick them up or don't actually bring them. So it is nice to see some Weiss at shows. There was actually, outside of Cal, there was like a few other vendors had some Weiss cards as well. So it's nice to see the variety at least. But this card was a Sun and Moon trainer, which I've been wanting to pick up for a while. So yeah, we have the Licia from Celestial Storm in an Ace 9, surprisingly enough. So I mentioned earlier in the video that this card I actually picked up within like 10-15 minutes of the show in the VIP section, or VIP time slot, just because I've seen this card a lot at shows, but a lot of them are like raw prices between like 180 to 200, and then like even like the PSA 9s are a bit more. So this was actually valued at 200. In the end, I did a trade. It was with Hidden Gem Trading Cards. There we go. Really nice bloke. Really great deal we did here. We did, so I had the Ace 10 Dialga V-Star from V-Star Universe, and traded that, and so plus 120 his way. We got the Licia, so really happy with this. The reason why I picked up the Ace Lab in this, I mean, I do love Ace. I love Ace. Nah, Ace is chill, to be honest. I've graded a lot with Ace before, but to be perfectly honest, I asked for the subgrades on this, and the subgrades were 10, 10, 10, 8. I'll pop them up here. So I thought, you know what? The 8 was on the surface. Now, I might get the grading report on this, because I personally can't see what the surface issue was, unless there's like some stuff on the front. But the idea would be essentially to just crack it and send it to PSA, because I feel like it potentially would get a 10. Because the thing is that there was a lot of like I said, there's a lot of Licias around like 180 or so. There was a PSA 7 I saw at the show for 200, literally the same price as this. And I think, you know what, for the time being, with all the tariffs and all that, this for the 8th level for 200 quid, down to 180, oh, sorry, 120 plus the Dialga. So I've actually got the Dialga for like 80 quid value or whatever, which is roughly what I was selling it for on my eBay. I thought that this was a no-brainer for me. And to be perfectly honest with you, like, this Ace label with this card looks very nice. Like, I do think a lot of the Ace labels look good. There are some which I feel like are a bit, I'm not a massive fan of, but yeah, no, it's just clean. But yeah, no, so I picked this up. I'm really happy with this pickup, to be honest. Like, I've wanted this card for a good while. I recently picked up the Ulysses Appeal and a PSA 10. Reason for that, I graded one with PSA. You could probably guess what happened. Once that PSA sub comes back, we'll be doing a video on it, so you'll see that card in its full glory. But yeah, no, so I wanted the Ulysses card for a while. So this is one of my pickups for the year. So I'm really happy with it. Eventually I'll cross it through PSA and hopefully we get a 10. If not, then I'll probably try and move it on, and then to move on later on down the line to get a 10. But for now, we're going to enjoy the card. Might be a little bit off center, but it should be fine, honestly. Like I said, it's a very clean copy. But yeah, so that is it for the CardCon video, haul video. Yep, there we go. We got there in the end. Like I said, I'll be hoping to do more content soon. PSA sub, well, I've got the grades back on them. Hopefully, they'll be shipped out from PSA soon. Don't know about that with the update, but we'll see what happens with that. And then I've recorded a few other videos, but we'll see what happens with those. Yeah. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. And take care of yourselves. Have a good one.